And good morning, everybody, and welcome to AMHQ Early on this Wednesday morning. I'm meteorologist Jaqui Jeras. We've got more than 16 million people now under flood alerts, roughly 20 million people facing the threat for severe storms. We want to start out with the flood threat. From the Midwest to the area of concern, you can see all the green there where we have the flood alerts in effect. And unfortunately, we've got another strong storm system that's going to bring additional rainfall to these areas. This slow-moving upper-level low-pressure storm system taking a southerly track, and that's going to be drawing in more moisture from the Gulf of Mexico and pulling that northward. This is a particularly intense area of low pressure. It's going to be bringing not only the rain, but also some gusty winds associated with it, and all that rain is going to be riding right along that warm front, meaning focusing in on those areas that are already flooding, like Missouri, into Illinois, as well as Indiana, into western parts of Kentucky. That low will progress off towards the east, and we're expecting the rain to continue to push with it through the Ohio River Valley and then eventually into the northeastern parts of the country. The rain ongoing already as we wake up here this morning, dark and early across Kansas as well as into Oklahoma. Notice we've got some new flash flood warnings in effect, as well as one severe thunderstorm warning. This is for Osage County. In addition to that, we have the threat ongoing until at least 7 o'clock this morning with a severe thunderstorm watch that includes Tulsa, and we'll have to watch for things to extend farther east potentially later on into the day. So this is bringing the threat of some very strong winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. We already had some damage reports from the overnight hours. This one in Woodward, where thunderstorm wind damage caused dozens of power poles to come down. Winds there estimated around 80 miles per hour. Well, all this rain means a couple of days with a big change in the temperatures once we get through this severe weather threat. So we'll start you out with today's forecast with the severe storms along the Gulf Coast, and that's really the big game in town. Everything's quiet on the east and the west coast, but this pushes eastward as we move into your Thursday with showers and thunderstorms to the Ohio Valley and interior parts of the Northeast. Severe weather across the southeast, and then that will move up towards Washington, D.C. as well as into Baltimore. New York City will see some wet weather on your Friday as well. Look at those cooler temperatures for you, Chicago. As you move into your Friday and Saturday, you're going to be back down there into the 50s once again, and rain-cooled air will settle in across the Northeast. Even Atlanta cooling down to a high of only 70 degrees. As we head into your Sunday, perhaps a wintry mix with elevation in parts of the Appalachians. The nation's midsection looks sunny and dry. A 25-mile stretch of highway near a major city. 29 past the hour now as AMHQ Early rolls on. Time is flying already, isn't it? Well, dangerous weather is on tap from the Midwest to the South. We've got 16 million people facing the threat of flooding, roughly 20 million under the threat of severe thunderstorms today. We're going to begin now with the flood threat. After a really rough weekend and start of the work week, we've got another storm system that's bringing additional torrential rainfall. So low pressure is going to be tracking eastward and pulling up all that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, and a lot of the focus of this along the warm front here. We've got a complex of showers and thunderstorms, some of which are severe, that is producing this very heavy rain and new flood alerts in effect, as well as a severe thunderstorm watch for northeastern parts of Oklahoma, including Tulsa, until 7 o'clock Central Time here this morning. The rain will continue to be on the heavy side, but we could also see some damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. This line of storms has a history of producing 80-mile-per-hour storms, so Osage, Rogers, and Tulsa counties under the severe weather threat. And there's also a lot of lightning associated with this, too, so you might have gotten out of bed a little bit early this morning hearing all the rumbling. If you absolutely have to travel today, don't drive over any water-covered roadways, but give yourself some extra time to get where you're going. We are expecting to see rain through a lot of the day across southern parts of Missouri, even into the nighttime hours through St. Louis, down towards Cape Girardeau, into Paducah, and then on the back side of that area of low pressure, still some wraparound rain as we head towards the end of the work week.